Hey guys, it's Thursday, and welcome to episode 40 of Let's Play Minecraft. I'm back, and I have survived PAX, and we're going to jump right into the fun stuff. As you can see, I added all of the previous pumpkins that I said I would, and we're going to jump right into the next 10. And we're starting off with the Fry 76, Super Creeper 360. I guess somewhere out there's a Super Creeper PS3. 99 Linster, I've seen your face on the server. Shiner 125. CTRE Core? Creature Core? Danny Baca, who's got a cool last name, if that is last name. Native. I Wanna Fight 100. 100 what? Who knows? 100 babies? 100 creepers? Devlin 1234 5. And Epicness 1023. Everybody welcome, and everybody from the past welcome. So I'm gonna do things. I'm gonna do things in this game. Yes, I'm gonna do things. First thing I'm gonna do in fast motion is I'm gonna get plenty of bread because all I have is 40 rotten flesh. But as you'll notice, I also have 4 ender pearls. I grabbed them, uh, and now we can make 4 eyes of ender. Anyway, bread first. Talk later. All right, that'll get us 20 loaves of bread, which is more than enough bread. So let's move on to the next thing. I'm going to make those 2 things. Then what I'm going to do, either in fast motion or I'm just going to cut to it, is I'm going to retrace my steps with the torches. Depends on how boring that ends up being when I'm editing. And we'll continue our journey to find the stronghold. We've got everything I think we'll need. Oh, not everything. Almost everything. And off we go. So here we are. As expected, I got a little lost in the ocean, and I know I'm going in the right general direction, but I'm not 100% sure if I should be going like here, or maybe a little to the left, or a little to the right. So we're gonna crack open this first Eye of Ender and just kind of use it for course correction. And I've learned my lesson from last time. I'm not going to accidentally use it. All right, so let's stop here and go. Don't pop. Awesome. There it is. Let's see if we can get back up in time. So this way. So I went to PAX East and I saw some cool stuff. Um, I played some games, as you would expect to at a gaming convention, and I saw some games, as you would expect in a gaming convention. I did not, however, see Notch. I don't believe he went, and I didn't get to talk to Gabe or Tycho. Avoid these guys. So I didn't have any questions to ask. Sorry about that. But when I get to something more interesting that isn't the middle of the ocean, I will indeed talk about some of the stuff I saw because they're all games that are coming out, and so you could look forward to them too in the future. Now, just need to find a landmass. And here we go. Oh, it broke. But at least we saw the direction. It was this way. So we continue onward. Well, it doesn't look like friendly land, but it is land nonetheless. So it doesn't look like the land we landed on in the last episodes. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the server episodes. Again, I kind of apologize. It didn't time out the way I wanted, and as a result, I had to skip a lot of stuff I didn't want to skip. And I'm going to try and find some sort of solution to that. So keep an eye out on this channel for future news. So we found land. And the odds of me ever re-finding this landmass if I have to go back is about 0%. So let's just keep going. Forget the torches. Don't break, don't... Oh, did it break? I couldn't tell because of this dummy here. Oh no, it didn't break. Excellent. And it was in this direction. So we continue. So games I played. I'm going to start with the most popular one. Well, I didn't play this game. I saw this game. I'm going to start with the most popular because it's what you'll all know. And that is Assassin's Creed 3. I got to see some gameplay footage of Assassin's Creed 3, which I think might have leaked, so maybe you saw it too. It's really cool. It's essentially a miniature level in which Connor has to assassinate a British general, I want to say. I want to say it was a general. We're going to check out this ender on the top of the hill. Some of the cool facts that they spouted off was that they increased the number of characters on screen from 200 to 2,500, and you could see a big difference in the gameplay. You see this huge American and British army just sort of facing off on the field, and you sneak around. It looks like they did a lot more. Don't break! Don't break! Don't break! Aw. They did a lot more to cater to people who are fans of like the parkour aspect of the game. You know, there typically was a lot of free running climbing, but now there's I think an added emphasis on going under stuff. Combat looks as good as ever, and I mean, it's Assassin's Creed 3. Like, you kind of know what you're getting into, right? I'm super excited for it. I'm actually considering going back and playing Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations just to get ready for 3, just because I love them that much. They're great games. Is that a slime? No, lava. That was lava. Everything beyond that was mostly indie games. The lines for stuff like Borderlands 2 were crazy 2 hour plus lines. I did not feel like, you know, taking this trip just to wait online. So I played a lot of cool indie stuff. Among them, cool game coming out for I think Xbox and PC and PlayStation and in the future called Monaco, and it's like a top-down game. Looks sort of like Pac-Man. Um, it's like Pac-Man meets Ocean's 11. That's what they keep saying. And so it's a top-down layout of a building, and you and three teammates, it's co-op, have to infiltrate it and either steal something or find somebody. And it's interesting because for the most part, there isn't a lot of emphasis on shooting. It's more stealth. And each player has a specific speciality. If this breaks, I'll be super sad. Well, great. Thanks. Thanks, Notch. We're down to 1. Apparently 4 was not enough. How did 2 last us so long and now 4's going by so quickly? I'm going to leave this here. Anyway, it was a fun game. You can only see what your character's field of view allows, which I think is really interesting. So you can't see everything on the map. You don't know where guards are, uh, but you combine the field of view of oops, of you and your teammates, and you get a much better picture. So cooperative play is a very big part of it. Another game I played was Skulls of the Shogun. Think Hero Academy, but without a grid. It's like a turn-based tactical combat game for the Xbox. I think it's been in development for like 3 years. That was fun. You should check that one out. And saving the best for last, my favorite game at PAX East, and the game that I would be willing to go out and buy like this very instant is if it was available, but it isn't, and that makes me so sad, is Johann Sebastian Joust. Now, if you haven't looked it up or heard anything about it, I highly suggest you do. Wait until this video's over, of course, but then go look it up. Johann Sebastian Joust. What it is it is a game that uses the PlayStation Move, but it's not a PlayStation game, at least not yet. Um, it is a game in which each player holds the PlayStation Move controller, and the orb glows a certain color, and that's what color you are, and music is playing. And I'll give you a guess as to who the musician is. Hint, Johann Sebastian. And the premise of the game is that you need to move your opponent's move controller enough to make them out. And at the same time, you need to prevent yours from moving, and you need to keep it steady enough to stay in. And aside from that, the speed at which you could move is determined by the rhythm of the game, the pace of the not the rhythm of the game, the pace of the music. So if the music speeds up, you could move faster. If it slows down, you have to slow down. And that's really it. That's the basic rule set. Beyond that, it's sort of up to you to kind of figure it out. And that makes it really fun because within the hour I was playing with it at PAX with just like random strangers, you saw a bunch of variations, and it made for a really fun game. You definitely should look that up. What was that? Anyway, I had a blast playing Johann Sebastian Joust. And the second that game is available to buy for whatever, I think it should be out on Vita personally, just because it's one of those games that the fact that we were able to play in like a random hallway and apparently they have played on the subway just adds to the fun factor. Don't break, please. Yes. And I mean, that was PAX in a nutshell. Saw a lot of expo stuff. It was cool. Played games. If you've ever played Munchkin, it's a tabletop game. It's pretty fun. Mainly stayed away from the big stuff, though. And I did a lot of Penny Arcade panels because, I mean, it's the Penny Arcade Expo. Why else would I be there? All right. Lead us, and please don't break. Nice. Good catch, too, right? All right. How far away is this thing? This is what I get for wanting a village so badly that I will go that far out of my way to find one. I feel like I'm essentially looping back to the main base. That's what I think. I wish I was at least like getting texture pop-up issues or something so that I could cheat a little bit to see underground. But it's like now the game finally is acting correctly. Anyway, my question for you guys this week. Question of the week. Um, just because I'm really in the mood after seeing all these previews for, like, games coming out. What is your most anticipated game of 2012 so far, of what's announced? Keep in mind, we've got stuff like Grand Theft Auto 5 and Borderlands 2 and, what else? Assassin's Creed 3. Ooh, this looks like one of those rivers I've crossed in my journey to the village. All right, we're going to throw this again and really, really hope that it doesn't break on us. Please, yes. And onward we continue. Wait a minute. Could this be? Does a stronghold have minecart track? Let's put this up here. As if I'm ever going to find that again. Let's throw this sucker. Maybe we're almost there. It turned more drastically, right? Don't break, don't break, don't break. Yes! We're doing good, we're doing good. It'd be cool if this was at least like a jungle. Then this would be way more exciting for all of you folk. Alright, it looks like we're coming up on another ocean. Whoa. That could have been dangerous. If you place a torch on ice... Oh, you can't. I was going to say, would it melt? Let's see if we could skirt around on land here. These are some insane land structures. Alright. Oh, I have a boat right here. Never mind. Oh. And Hero's about to... Well, we'll get in the boat anyway. And we'll head over to the jungle. Now, here's my question. So these things supposedly generate when you start a map. They generate, like, within a fixed position from your spawn. Now, something like jungle, which I'm realizing just now this is not, has to be newly generated. So my whole question goes out the window, and I'm an idiot. So never mind and disregard. Also, that chicken is made of obsidian. Regardless, we'll climb up one of these trees and throw this Eye of Ender. And pray to the Minecraft gods to notch that it doesn't break. Ready? Whoa, it went the other way. We're there. We're there. Guys, this is it. We're there. And it broke, but you know what? Who cares? We're there. Where's there? I don't even know. Somewhere over here, possibly? Beats me. Oh man, I don't even begin to know. I don't know. I don't know where to go. Probably down here somewhere, right? Because that would just be our luck. Is that a hole? Nope. I know sometimes they're like cave openings. on the ground. Now here's an idea I have. Because just my Murphy's Law, I think that's the correct law, is telling me that it's going to be in the middle of this ocean here. I'm going to try digging straight down, which is, of course, the worst thing to do. But for my entertainment, for your entertainment, and I guess my entertainment a little bit, I'm going to do just that. So this is what I plan to do. Right? Trust me, this all makes sense. Why'd I do that? So now I can dig straight down. Hopefully not into lava. Oh, no. Oh, phew. Could have been bad. Now we could dig out so that I don't die. Alright, so I know this was like the traveling episode, but it took up a lot of time. When you read... word salad. When we next meet up on Monday, we will continue this journey down here in these depths and see if there's anything down here. Hopefully there is. Hopefully we're there. Worst case scenario, we're not, and we still do some exploring down here. If you like the show, all that YouTube stuff, comment, subscribe, yada yada yada. If you want to be a pumpkin, we're coming up on those last weeks of pumpkin applications. Leave a comment, tweet at us. Howcast Gaming is our Twitter handle. Yeah. You can answer that weekly question. What are you looking forward to most? And as always, I try to post these episodes every Monday and Thursday around noon Eastern time. That sometimes varies, but usually that time of day is the day that we get these episodes out. So, that said, everybody have an awesome weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Later.